got 4 tips on how we can all stay better motivated, better committed to our health and fitness goals. So we've all been there. We've set goals and we've stopped. We sometimes struggle when life gets busy. The kids get sick. We get sick. We can get frustrated when we're seeing little results, and we just stop. We just give up. Some ways that, those things that are easy to do, they're easy not to do. And sometimes it's easy to start a journey. It's also easy to just stop the journey as well. So the first tip I have, tip number 1, is to write down your goal. What is your goal? Lose 10 pounds, sleep better, become stronger, have more energy. Whatever that is, write it down. And then the next step is to ask yourself, why do you want that? Why do you want to lose 10 pounds? Why do you want to sleep better? Why do you want more energy? Why do you want to eat better? Okay? And then, so you've determined why you want the goal. The next thing is asking yourself, what does that look like for you? What does your life look like when you have more energy? What does your life look like when you're sleeping better? What does your life look like when you lose 10 pounds? What does your life look like when you're eating healthier for you foods, right? It could be as simple as, I want more energy to play with the kids. I want more energy to walk my dog more often. I want to lose 10 pounds so that I'm stronger and healthier. What does that look like? This is a very personal question, and no one can answer this but you. And no one's answer should be the fill in the blank for these questions. What's your goal? Why do you want it? And what does it look like for you? Okay? Step 2 is become a student. Learn. Knowledge is a wonderful tool. I have learned this more in the last 6 months of my journey so far, even more so than before. So the past 2 years for me have been a struggle. Things that used to work for me, my eating plan, my workout plan, was not working for me. And I had to become a student and learn more about the body and the functions that happen and how different foods affect you, and or different like the amount of the types of food. Is it too much protein, too much carbs, too much fat, not the right fats, not the right proteins? Take all of this information together and sort of develop my own system, my own plan. And you can look at the internet. There's sometimes this big black hole of information, and we don't know what's good information, what's bad information, what somebody could have written an article over here, and there's no science behind it, there's no fact behind it. So, become that student, start learning about your body, and maybe you have different things going on health-wise. Learn more about those things. Is it diabetes? Is it cholesterol? Is it thyroid issues? Is it hormones? Is it gut health? And, start learning, become that student. The next kind of like step 2B is to find mentors that you can follow. Enlist friends who have been on this journey, and find people who have been on the journey. They've been there, done that, or they're on their journey, and maybe they're, 5 to 10 steps ahead of you, so that they can teach you what they've learned so far. Enlist those friends, get that support group going, and it really kind of brings that knowledge full circle. You have someone to talk about ideas or problems, struggles you're having, and well, I read this, and kind of go from there. But become that student, start learning and growing in that way. Step 3 are all about the small changes. So I'm all for there are situations where that go big, go home attitude is okay. It's okay to jump in with both feet, your whole body, and make changes. But I've learned, at least in the last 6 months, that those small changes over time can really lead you down the road to success. Now, sometimes these small changes go back to one of those frustrations we can have and where we're seeing little results. But over my journey the last 6 months, I have seen probably more results than I've had in the last 2 years, at least in my energy and my sleep and my focus and concentration and things like that. So making those small changes each day, each week, building upon the past week, can really lead you to that success point, to reaching your goal. So, and this means anywhere from, like, maybe today you don't eat any fruit. You have no fruit on any given day during the week. So you're going to start with 1 piece of fruit a day. And then, you're going to increase it to 2. And then you're going to increase it to 3. It could be where you're only having vegetables at dinner. And, on the weekends, you're going to start throwing spinach and mushrooms and tomatoes and avocados and all this kind of fun stuff into your eggs, into breakfast. And you're going to start, taking your lunches and to be sure to have more vegetables during your day. It could be as simple as doing 2 more reps of whatever exercise you just did, this week. And then next week, you're going to get that much farther, and you're still doing 2 more each day, but you have now increased your overall total from, say 5 push-ups to 10 push-ups. And you just keep moving those little increments up. Maybe one of your goals is to increase activity with family, get the family away from technology, away from TV, and get everyone active. So you can make the small change of, okay, this week we're all going to go for a hike. We're going to go for a walk. We're going to grab the dog and get outside. We're going to go to the park, and we are going to set up some sort of fun little boot camp, around the playground, around the tree, around the bush, whatever's around you, get outside and get active with the family. And then what you can do is turn it into a fun game, especially if you have kids. You can say, okay, Sally, it's your turn. What are we going to do this week? And then it's, Bobby's turn. And, or if it's just you and your spouse, significant other, then you can say, okay, we're going to alternate weeks. We're going to decide the activity we're going to do, and we are going to do it on Sunday mornings or Sunday afternoons or Friday nights or whatever it may be. Make it fun. Making it fun helps you succeed at it. Making it fun and those small changes each week increases everyone's positive energy, and they want to keep going, and everybody's like, ooh, what else can we do? What can we do this week? We did that last week. What can we do this week? So keep those small changes going each week. The 4th tip is to visualize it. Visualize what it is to lose 10 pounds. Visualize what it means to sleep a full 8 hours and look at the watch in the morning going, oh my gosh, I didn't wake up at all. Visualize what it means to eat healthier, to maybe get rid of that fast food at lunch or those packaged dinners, or what does it look like? Visualize, coming home to cook a meal instead of eating out. Visualize all of those changes you want to make, and that visualization will bring up those positive energies, those positive thoughts, that positive emotion that then, kind of squashes the negative. So those are my 4 tips. I'd love to hear what you think of them, how they worked for you, or if you have any questions or comments, throw them in below, and we'll talk soon.